What's up, guys? My hair is frozen. It's frozen because it's so cold out. It's actually a lot warmer today. Well, not a ton warmer, but it's warmer, so that's better. It is 8 degrees Fahrenheit today. Come here, bird. Here. Sit. Hey, sit. Sit. Stay. Good. Stay. Good girl. Stay. Good girl. Her father's across the road, so when there's a car coming, I call her to me and tell her to sit and stay so we don't have any traumatizing accidents going on. It is 8 degrees Fahrenheit out today. It's been -6 to -10, so it does feel a lot warmer. We also never do our firewood when we should, ever. We should do it in the summer and fall so it's ready. We never have time between haying and livestock and other farm projects. We never have time for firewood. So we always end up doing it when it's cold out, when we need it. So that's what we're doing today. Doing some firewood. So our wood splitter hooks up to our tractor. It's kind of nice. I'm gonna be useful for a second though. Put you guys down. Now this next part, I would edit it out. Yep, that. But ladies and gentlemen, we are trying to be ourselves and transparent here on YouTube. And that is just who that man is. Alright, firewood's done for at least a week or two. Current situation, the water spigot froze so hard that it cracked. So we need to replace it so I can water everybody. The cows are very impatiently waiting. And so Paul's looking to see if he has the stuff in the garage to replace it. If not, I'm gonna have to run a hose down through to the downstairs, I think, to the basement. Yeah. None of this is super convenient, but this is basically what it's like to farm or homestead in a place where it regularly hits -6, -8 degrees Fahrenheit. Alright, getting True's food together here. I told you guys she was struggling with weight. But we brought in a large breed dog food, and it's the brand that she did well on before we ordered a new brand. So brought that brand back in. Got some probiotics slash allergy pills. I'm not really sure what they call them. They're from Pet Lab Co. Brewer's yeast. That's these. I'm going to put a packet of canine dewormer in there. I gave her one of these packets yesterday as well. It's a 3-day treatment, I believe. Alright, this video is going to be all over the place, but we're going to end it by talking about baby chickens and springtime, because that is coming soon. Sooner for some of you than it is here. We actually have a few more months before it's warm enough out to ship chicks in. Now, you can buy some chicks locally here when you can find them. There are people that hatch out really nice quality chicks, or just barnyard mixes, whatever you prefer. But you can't get things like your Cornish cross meat birds here. We don't have a big hatchery in the state of Maine or really anywhere nearby. So the closest one I've ever found is in Pennsylvania. So still have to ship them in So in Maine, when you're shipping in birds, you have to be careful. You have to do it during the warmer months because they do end up dead a lot, which is really crappy situation for everyone involved. But we're sitting at my computer, and I'll turn you guys around in a second and show you guys where I get my chicks from. I started buying from this place last year and it went really well, so I'm just going to order from them again. There's another place that I use as well that we can look up. But so talking about meat chickens, I know a lot of people don't prefer the standard Cornish cross broiler chicken. There's a lot of judgment around that breed and why it was created and how it grows. I do use those because I am raising meat for sale. It's a production for us, and it's a farm sale for us, but we do it in a way that is more responsible than how that breed was meant to be used. So our broilers are either free-ranged completely or they're rotated 3 times a week in a very large pen. I love to free-range them. I don't know if we'll be able to do that this year because we're actually bringing in 100 broilers. I ordered them 2 weeks ago for the 2nd week of May. Hopefully it'll be warm enough then. It should be. But I prefer free-ranging them completely, but at the very least we move them a lot and they're in a pretty large pen. So the reason that we do this is because then they don't get too big. They're still like 5 to 6 pounds, which is plenty. You don't need a 9-pound chicken. So they don't get super big super quickly, which means less deaths near the finish line. Those Cornish crosses, they like to drop dead once they start getting too big and the weather gets warmer, yada yada. Don't have to deal with that if your birds are active and healthy. Okay, my butcher loves it. He says, that these are super healthy birds compared to what he usually deals with, because they're still walking and running from him when he comes to butcher them, and that's not a usual thing for the Cornish. Usually you can catch them pretty easy. Ours, not so much. Now, with this method of letting them get lots of exercise, they do take a couple weeks longer than like the 6 to 8 week thing. We usually keep ours around for 10 weeks. And for me, it's worth it. It's worth the 2 weeks to have healthier birds, a healthier product that's been eating grass and bugs and all the things you want your meat to be eating. That's natural for it to eat. So, and our customers appreciate that as well. So that's how we raise the Cornish and get away with raising a breed that was meant to be commercialized, and raise them in a more natural environment and still get to utilize their quick growth and their large cuts of meat. Okay, so this is the site that I have been ordering from. I ordered from last year. I already placed the order again for this year. This company did really well. All the broilers that we got from them were extremely healthy and they thrived. They did very well. So we'll use them again. The only problem with this place is you do have to order later in the season if you're on the upper East Coast, May, June, because they are all the way in Texas, I do believe. So they're coming from a long distance and they're coming from a warmer weather into a colder climate. So you're taking a risk doing that, but if you're near them, then they would be great to use. They answer their emails very quickly. Customer service was on point. Yes, Texas right there. So I did enjoy this company a lot. We'll be using them again. I just ordered 100 broilers from them. The only thing that's different about this company, and it's actually kind of nice, I did appreciate it, is that they don't run your card for your order until the week before your order ships, until the week of your chicks are born. So that was new to me. I assume they do that just in case something happens and they don't have the chicks. It's a precaution. I totally understand that. It's just something that you have to keep in mind and plan for. You got to remember that you know, want that money in your farm account when it is going to go get pulled out, and they will give you a call if it's not in there and you forget about it, which I have done before. I totally forgot I ordered chicks, and I had to run to the bank and throw cash in there for them to take the order out. So, Ideal Poultry. So I ordered our geese from here as well. We brought in 4 geese. One ended up dying once it was an adult. It got an injured leg, and then I think something got a hold of it. But the other 3 are doing great. But all 4 geese that we ordered from them thrived. Just absolutely fantastic. Pheasants, the chukar partridge, lots of good stuff on here. Turkeys, bantam assortments. The geese, they only had a few varieties. We got the African geese. These seemed like they were going to be overall like the best mothers, the best foragers, which is true. I mean, the ones we have grew off of like very minimal grain. And I handled them a lot so that they weren't like complete jerks. But they got African geese, and then they got the 2 Chinese geese, the brown and the white. So they're geese. I can vouch for those. Those came out absolutely lovely. So you guys will see on video our broilers that come in. Ordered 100 of them. Holy moly. People love to buy whole chicken around here. Local chicken's hard to find in Maine. So when you have it, you sell out so darn quickly. All right, let's see. For those that are a little nervous about shipping them from so far away. If you're in the upper East Coast like I am, you don't want to risk shipping them from Texas. Totally understand. This is the other one I use. Meyer Poultry. There's 2 of them, so you have to pay attention. It is this one right here. Pennsylvania. It's the one in Pennsylvania is the one I've ordered from. I will say these people and I had a rough time the first year I ordered from them, and it was not their fault at all. They the first 3 shipments they sent me of broilers one year all arrived dead, 100% on USPS for being negligent. And you know what? So, but they resent me those chicks until they arrived alive. Like, these people were absolutely fantastic to work with. So, I do love this company. The chicks were super hardy, super healthy. I liked the layers I got from this company more than the layers I got from Ideal Poultry. So I think if I was going to order layers again, maybe I would order them. Layers are just a little less hardy. The chicks, they're more fragile than the meat birds. I think this company might have... No, Ideal Poultry still has the best meat bird price, maybe. They both have very reasonable broiler chicken prices, so definitely check that out. And I gotta look at their geese, too, because I kind of want more. They have so many. Oh my gosh, you guys. We're gonna end up in trouble here. We're gonna end up ordering birds together if we're not careful. They've got the African. I do like the African geese. I am enjoying them. They're a little loud. Do you guys know, is there like a certain... I know geese are loud in general. I hunt geese. I raise geese. I got that. I do know that they're loud in general. That's just how they are. But is there a breed that is quieter than others? If you know that, pop that in the comment section. Let me know. I like these American buffs, but I don't know. I guess I need to look into... I like a good tempered goose, and I like one that's a good mom. Pilgrim geese are popular. They're sold out. That will show you. American buff geese. Heavy-bodied dual-purpose breed. That's kind of good meat production. That's kind of why we want the geese as a sustainable meat source. Friendly breed. Oh, well, maybe we'll get some of these. That's pretty neat. Huh. Y'all, seriously, wild. I cannot wait for my geese to start having goslings because holy smokies. That's just unreal to me. But is what it is. I really enjoy waterfowl for the sustainability factor. I know a lot of people don't enjoy them because they're messy, and they can be. If they're in a close quartered area, they can be very messy. You don't want to keep them with your chickens, like with their pools and whatnot. Not a good time. Waterfowl need to be free ranged, or they need to have a large area to be in and roam in. They're really sustainable. They grow basically whether you grain them or not. You know, obviously you want to supplement with some grain so that they have the protein they need and the minerals they need. If you think about wild ducks and wild geese, as long as they have a body of water, they eat, they're fine. So I think that people with ponds on their property should definitely have ducks and geese, because you can just grow meat so easily by using waterfowl, especially if you seek out waterfowl breeds that hatch their own young. You've got it made. You've got no work put in, barely any feed put in, barely any time, and you've got a sustainable meat source. So I really, really like the waterfowl for those purposes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you're getting in for chicks this year, what your favorite breed of goose is, if those buffs are like where it's at, or what, you know, what you guys like. I do like the African geese, but they're very loud and a little territorial. They are a little sparky, but I will chat soon with you guys. Happy homesteading.